say make sure say also be ye ma ene red light show ever so. Na ntokwa de relationship be as any pam you agree say on that na they are one way or the other and misunderstanding ebeba ntokwa kakra ebebim na ekwan ben so and I was say mufa the sort it and that's all they resolve it and to say I do baby na say you too much when it say enya normal even though relationship be I will say and to ni ma enya normal into too much so enya normal 80 you may on the red light show me I be share kind the first one say be only do for be have it into be and I say misunderstanding be a we see a fast so it's me resolving it peacefully. After that, my relationship is still alive. It's me go and say to me, I'm cautious from there, Rana. At least move it to end now for because I'll tell you something. Sunday I'll put to in your accident. My car say now my ex the car that we use this year. Thank you break it up on a bad note. Thank I mean to me find a car, I'm missing me using the meantime. 18 say only really only loved one. Break it up on a good note. It's a small world. You never know time I'm being young. And it's a quite a fast to resolve the conflicts, misunderstanding issues or relationship. And no, it's a red light show. Yeah, but if you can family, the kids who got you bring them and one me wo CC Bento, cosmetologist. Oh, I got cousin sweat to me. My first time I'm really introduction. That's
the okay.
Oh, you said to see a cosmetologist. Cosmetologist. Unim.
Because it was question.
There be unim one now. Sisi introduce you as a counselor. Like,
yeah, make counselor.
Let me choice sexual talk.
Yes,
cosmetologist.
So be your head. We have to inform and go.
Yeah,
hey, Musumaji, you maybe we have good to man go.
Reverend Dr. Cyril George Castenson.
My picture, how are you doing?
I'm being very well. How are you?
I promise everybody I'm going to marry. I'm fine.
You promised me too.
Yeah, I told you.
This will be about no.
Oh no, now enjoy your time. It's one of the things you don't know is that never block yourself even when you're married. Be available until there's nothing about you that anybody attracts.
Your wife can still chat her ex.
My wife. Why my wife is chatting her ex, how will I even know? But maybe that's why we are still married.
Okay.
If it's not the ex, if it's not the ex, we will not be married. But the ex is making her feel unimportant.
I see.
If you disconnect yourself from your ex, you wouldn't see the value of your present.
Right.
Did you get what I'm saying? What you never gonna say?
Not a conflict resolution,
so don't disconnect yourself from the ex. So those of you who
remember be your hustle only ex. Cooler.
They have a mental deficiency, Michelle. Funny face. They have a mental deficiency, a mental problem. Over here.
Funny face, I will cheer. I mean, yes, I didn't know that funny face. Yes.
Now they are trying on social media.
Hey, no, counselor, your point.
Now we call for counseling.
It's time to see a point. I was saying,
after every accident, you need to grieve your loss.
But you're to us one. And our introduction be of
introduction because you say Michelle Bia and Mary. Why was so much? Now, okay, I was in Tokwa. Your introduction, look at them Tokwa. They went back relationship here. I maintain once.
Okay, but Tokwa my relationships.
And Tokwa any maintain once any pro.
Okay.
And Tokwa is different from quarrels are different from this.
And Tokwa a fight.
Yes, and I wear disagreement. And they Tokwa.
Yeah. Okay.
Obi open to Kobia relationship.
But only Obi misunderstand those means as I no one to pa.
And say me Chikasa.
Okay.
Menteme one sending to Kwan Yepe.
Okay.
So to the extent, you may be bedin come out from Kofo Monty or Mwasi or Musu Wale. All my junior said Baku Bessisa. Yeah, Jimmy na Cohen.
Hey, no, Ariana.
Definitely, Obi Power won't edit 30 while I won't have a sister. What's my fear? And that's our mind. And the answer said, what means is so big. A son said, one person worry. And I want to mean 4 be son or TM so and whatever. Take me as I am. Take me as I am. This is how I am. If you don't like the way I am, then don't come for me. Nobody will come for you. Because nobody wants to marry the way you are.
Nobody wants rubbish.
I mean, you can see that you are unkept. You can see that you are not polite. You can see that you are not presentable. You can see that you have a lot of mental deficiency and mismanagement of your interpersonal conversational mentality.
Boy.
And for that matter, don't force anybody to accept you. Hey, she from the way kind in our chair.
Hey, Counselor.
So so. Yeah, timetable. Yeah,
timetable.
How do you bra? Gala had the raw. Nobody, you know, I am Pabo can see a tie funny face. Yeah. Every section for says, I'm passing one funny face. Yeah. I'm on fire. I'll be funny. The funny face I am will be on one channel. No more because maybe GD said, was also near accident. He was to say. It's the same way funny face in Sukunya accident.
Yeah.
I believe that Obia was the way they manage their depression. Big men cannot handle the anti as they say, you need to be at this sundown.
Yeah.
Depression,
it's a mental deficiency or mental disorder. It's one of the clinical depression. What can you say with you? With you, Casano, 88,000 words. And our English language here 8,946 words. So how many words can you get in the Chi language? The American said, Obinya Adrimukan. Say, Mupa Adrimukan say, Wabada. Adrimukan, a drubi and why the sound. The Ayamawa, the antidepressant drugs. So it will calm your nerves down. TV presented you obey hypertension, not the actual tension must say. Then the nerves will be calmed down. Enti obi wo ye ma na duro na so far and most of them fa wi a e ma wo ye mbre e ma wo da enti you obi a look feel na didi a wo fa duro ni da e se wo fa obeda oda so okombedo okomde won so a wo ho na be ko and enti so bi ni won cha obeboa wa ka wo se fa wa duro a you will become alcohol dependent or you become sexual dependent. Or you become any other substance dependent. It could be cocaine, it could be weed, it could be trauma. So also I go through any form of mental disorder. Nani pana starting no one sir. And pain is because there's no caregiver around. And I bet Kai said this is the second time funny face you reminded him. The first time you reminded him, and your car said he needs to go for psychological evaluation based on Yame CM. I pray that this time the alcohol has been seen. Careless driving has been observed. You better come back to the psychiatric evaluation because in funny face, echo to main prisoner. You should have the papa because we see a neno. We've not been able to replace our children's president. The family should rise up because funny face in Wale or Wale no da Wale. It's one almost saying in Banama, I mean, or the pedal. As a lady alleged said, "Crime be pen assembly. Funny face body to Mukas assembly. We never investigated where the dog was buried. We never investigated whether Funny face was really using a gun because it was to me will be sure to say why won't he do it?
Also, gun by force protection, like self-defense.
Yeah, but the end of the day, get a car said, maybe no money car said, because the dog was giving her affection. So not just say he was not in a state of having anybody around him. But some person, of course, I can't trick you when you draw on fire, a drone a would that. Me say a drone and Saddam. Meaning a camo down why then what that. Etina sa one fan why basa. Enti nyina ye for ya mintu. Na ye ma funny face en ko hospital. Nya sangi na ye ne ko kan ko fu ho ho a. Ya should have pa because now we can all recover back. Na so ko bola re okra. Na ka fa na ho beba. Na ka so go stairs then ni ase.
See me from Fusuna. Counselor on Fusuna. Yeah, what did me tell you now? If I face myself.
Yeah,
Yes, dear.
Counselor said, "Maintain one say, different from now. A whole year, as soon as all parties say, so would you be at a Mudom one, you know, what more say, but a woman, I was a maintain one say, I cry, and she needs it. First of all, was
And then I wonder the son about a yaw or hints in your quality, a chair, a phone now, move here, almost share, do something soon in a monk of Facebook, your life, or Namun Creek phone. Missy Obi and you are your hope.
okay.
So we ho.
Conflict in like in Tokwa in Tokwa. More
blows.
No. Maintain me once. Me pay. Jai say, me jai. This me pay the same. I do a young fan to her. Matama kotoka. And nona your friend of conflict because I maintain me home asset. In Tokwa a different thing on its own, but when ye I say woo nya kakawe enko so say ono sa na opese okono ompe bi na opese oye de oko mpe no eboa in a sense say it makes you get to know the person you are dealing with. What in your me part and ma say nipa na ne nam no okay I did say all kase ma me rising the anger issue and the anger level to this it mamika whom you are dealing with nipa one no ewo honom if sene men me jai that kind of thing say I'm by relationship anymore whom wasatena no senya eko because you're perfect. There is no way you'll be with someone and there will be no like a conflict and a misunderstanding. It's just like misunderstanding. There is no way you'll be in a relationship right bibi say okay. Okay, how even and we are 4 friends near there again, we have our differences. But to how said I didn't know catch you in the pan say pen. At which level we say maybe a bit creative problem in the relationship. As to which extent we say it's not healthy for the relationship. And no not like meaning say you do sa state honor. But and a generate to now excess misunderstanding in relation, not just say I have the abroso. It's becoming unbecoming because one doesn't want to listen to his or her partner, and the other also thinks that no, this is whom I am. Take me as I am in quote senior counselor Kayan. Take me as I am if you can't leave me. But conflict, I don't think it should get to a point also say, take me as I am. I was saying minor things that you can switch yourself. If you think, oh, okay, let me just do this so that arguments and then misunderstanding and a debate I can change. I can stop doing this thing. So why don't I stop? Sometimes, it's your happiness. You can't say maybe my partner and control you in your happiness, but you have to minimize things. Maybe you overdo it. Maybe we hear a broso. We have to extend to say, I will use myself as an example. I'm a hyper. So maybe there are certain places that I get to, I shouldn't do certain things. Then, boom, Sissy will do her things. And maybe because for a
while, there will be another.
Cause like, where TV don't shut in. Mokoni like kesha ekwe ba na kenam be by.
As you go to work.
Oh, in shine. Mental. Yeah, mental.
It is a one time generally.
No, I don't mean
And yes, on your normal.
no, Abrophony, I was saying it. Just as I was saying, if you find yourself in like a relationship like that, or maybe a guy, like kind of shy with such things, even though you are a hyper, you have to control yourself, limit certain things. These are some of the things that are creating conflict. And conflict, to say in Tokwa, but some one or two things are like you should be able to switch that.
Some one or two things now are starting. What do you mean,
okay.
I mean, slow down and kind of moving on.
Okay.
Counselors have one or two things. But you might be me and Sawai. And then pan causes our conflicts.
Well, they can because conflict and disagreement. It boils down to your interpersonal conflict. And it boils down to your ego. It boils down to your pride and your intelligence. We have more than 5 types of conflict. If more design say a 3, ABC a 2, ABC a 4. But because conflict is not meant to destroy us, but to build us into your conflict, it is between you and society.
Okay.
It's between you and yourself. It's between you and the gender. It's between you and the environment. And because of these type of conflict, if you have anybody all with space, ever live according to your space, but intense, because 2 people who are like-minded cannot live together. No. What they do is just occupy space. If you add water to water, can you separate them?
Mm-hmm.
When you add water to oil, can you separate them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
If you add stone to water, can you separate them?
Yes.
So if you want to live without conflict, then you need to make sure that you don't like mind with people. Science is say like poles repel.
Yeah.
Unlike poles attract.
Yeah.
So if you want to live together, you want to be unlike poles. And once you understand that you are unlike poles, then conflict will assume.
Yeah.
Because we are not the same.
Yeah.
But this is our problem. Your problem, they say, we are not able to deal with our interpersonal conflict. We've not discovered ourselves. And now saying answer about you and who you but me no see I'm busy. No, yeah, video. Or you saying I'm saying, what are you doing? See, I'm trying to make up to look good. I'm saying, big Ori and why time.
There's a conflict now because when you
so and so we know any conflict object. And on the woman there be some say, how do I you? And I see there are 2 things. I see don't start. I see there are 2 things. If you meet a makeup artist, either they enhance your beauty or they make you a caricature. So look into the mirror. Are you enhanced or a caricature? Or see why? Is it that they've done something here? I said, so you are not identifying the thing. Is it an eyelash? No, actually, see, okay. All get you there will be a divorce. Do I look and say, so you saw that this thing they made you is causing interpersonal conflict.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk out there and somebody else will tell you, say, and then so also you make up name for one lazy. Who says, oh yeah,
because you look tired.
Yeah.
Go and say, you look tired, yeah, polite. But oh yeah, and I am stressed. Now see there be Madam Monsa, sir. And I mean, you make it. Silence you. A check a cry, any many best so up my back. Oh, so President Kufuor Kwame or here first no. First who can Kufuor and why am the what my support to. When you boy the who can any I don't know for where a human hair, wouldn't you boy? 22,000. And you told me, Cassani boy, I said, and fatal. So, what Cassana would home? What creating an object of fright? Scarecrow. I had it when I'm far. And now they back. I'll say, yeah, so that's where it starts. To resolve conflict, you need to identify it from your end.
Okay.
I don't know, be a coconia see red, don't say, yeah, or be a to do a go black. What's the black?
Like,
I don't know if you observe it.
Yeah, it's true.
Now, shots a me, on me, Titola, yeah. But people who are short are more advantageous than those who are tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're a picture. Near a group of yes, it shortest. So if you are short, you have more advantage. In every situation when they are arranging you, they tell you the short ones to come forward. So when somebody says short man, you shouldn't be angry. Look at another's advantage over us in Ghana. Do you understand? So I mean, it is you identifying what you have.
Yes, I'm not
Court they say how 24 hours. But the only say, so your problem they say we have challenges with ourselves, and if we move it to relationship, then now the first thing, for calamity, for chest. Why now won't change manaka or say for? Why would you TV more? Stretch my sink, who tries to be called encore. Why was I was and baby I call Baha? Wabeka, so said, I don't go to you, and your babonti, but I yet to Ama Oyako Corner, Pianeba. Would it peppermint cream? I own you now, my sister. I hear one can so before away from. Oh, boy. Only what the peppermint cream of the year, man, normally Robert teaching the Robert time. Of the teaching Robert time, not the other. The nine handles why you do not depend on the nurse Robert and peppermint cream, not the Robert that teaches, not the other. Like, what's it? Me about what you know. I'm never share over us as she am well. Why you waiting still? When I'm grown, you could be and can wear a power. Well, who should go to be present? But you some also wish or she is scared that. Then you are a trial. And to go if you're not going to show us a scared. Hey, who never no because you know the same. If I saw when Branham in me, yes, I'm never so you can see, say, conflict in starting, and you've been starting. You've not been able to deal with yourself, accept yourself. For that matter, who started relationship? Pet. It's so be a part of the idea and also. Who starts it? Who starts here? Milaka na Buddha. In Abu Goga. In Abu Pockety, in Abu Nakaya, come here for a tower. She didn't do machine, but your town there, book. Carry a bluff when you go bluff for down. She me a midgina way. Yeah, Miss Obingham and copy. A woman said, be little for me to the abin you hop. Miss Winyan, I'm a first came out me to Nibi. She may skin where Miss Sina good to Mistra. 18 my essay. Nakami, I forgot to say one come and talk about her. And I don't can get in. Make what kind of who you name? I didn't have a share. I told you, person, why identify who? I told you this year, I don't get in a conflict, a quarrel. Obey two at them who say, kind. But obviously, you have to say, share. No money. Better your job at Monga, you know, what are you? Who did job not to say BDA? And not why a cocoa. Let's look at that picture. Who are not now in here for the way. So I'm saying that you see, most of us have taken conflict into quarrels. That is why we are not able to resolve it.
Yeah.
But if we are entering into relationship and we will identify, young say pay who coin, and we say, may a bema, may your bar, may your bar, may your bema. 80 minute bema a real relationship one. You want same be a men come muscle and be son. Me mesumin ko bisano ewo ba but san say yente ye ho ase yendi ye hu djuma mi anka se me hu se me no mbo me so be What is right there? When the 25, and if I get one in them, sir, not describing the movie, I say, don't mind the way it looks. It does what.
But below 25, what is a bit
yeah. Because the maximum age now, a grown from the final age is 25. You might 12 to 18, but the new research improves that by 25 years, you can have some level of growth. As for the cortic and cortic now, said do not move fana, expanding, bloating, and when you grow full. And it be a instant bloat for you to use it into an open vagina. But a ketwa, well, you say, Ketwa, never Canadian to come if you, a ketwa with some, I want to manage what my heart can carry. The long and short of my conversation is that conflict is not meant to divide us.
Yeah.
Conflict is meant to build us together. So immediately conflict, separating, there is no conflict. It's quarrels.
Yeah.
And it's because the individuals have not identified their interpersonal things. It is a kind ultimately obia and discover. Nimu. So now one no busy one no it's description. That's our problem.
But I know so it was how come.
That's it.
There's no wrong with it.
Now what did now who koi Vic now she shoe and I say what a nice red shoe. Look, hey, what a red black shoe. You be confused at all. Okay, I forget. PMT anymore.
But on I do a different.
I'm going to go to you about the tell you employers with the oh, credit. Red. Finish you every day. Let's do red black. Second boys was over. I don't know. Over the auntie. I don't go over about said I should originally a white. I would die the red alpha. No, that died.
That's laughing.
It was when you conflict. The back said, "I'm in the shoe with a black. Hey, who shoe your color? What is the color of the shoe?" No, because when you know what happened. Yeah. So, Master said, "Your problem in now is that conflicts and quarrels are not the same." Immediately your conflict leads you to quarrel. That is where divorce comes, breakup comes. But if it is conflict, job can be an ankle fan of whatever.
Yeah.
And near bread.
That conflicts, then it's in money get you to the point that I didn't talk about.
Don't you dear? One soon. But one soon care. Anger is part of it.
Yeah.
Where is the anger coming from? When you tell people your big mouth, usually it is not you saying they are big mouth that is making them angry. There's a presbyter. What is the presbytating force? The presbyter which said, "Yawo infitiasie ana bibia na enenete." Ye fa se nkwala bremu. Ni ma metu hwe ni musa, "Eh, we dey we wo. Why don't you say me many nyina? Why don't you say we?" Also by the journalist, hey, all the news.
Okay.
Journal who from the driver Smith and Abi, so one no. Oye bibia on abo hey, you want one kesenti to make you one go. That is what it is. And in Nkola Brem na ya kan. So all you na give me say me better ni bigizu ke bia. Na better ni first class holder bi. Na better ni opinion bia. Nobody should be able to tell me say one no. All of a sudden, what we school what done big person be or not me baby. No, I be share your YouTube be on the train pro dog. Me go be man no. Hey. Wo de chalo ho ofe ba wa no su. Ni bu na ebe fu no. Enya de me kan sisi ano. But it's like adie bia ya kasa me ka se me nyi no. It has solved itself no. Wo so asan be kai. So usually people get angry not just because of the instant statement, but it's as a result of a presbyter they have grown with. Fighting, dealing with. What must I say? Obi for some boys cannot call you for any BNTL. As I said, they be our simplest. Obi can them need to go in the simplest into a company. The simplest or Pamadia, so a Pamadia man is but or could it be a send your canty or pesika go any for man symptoms? No, that day. Or so soon now, Kabawe dear. Naka umufu doors ka kranka ebe fatal. My would be an so shot from one ever. Or you no gaps mana and fat. And the symptoms ne can. Even though on the year final, symptoms in tea. Or so caution in Nufumuka cra. Send a bay, so or the Brazia qua, na, or go you better na from Cacrauma, na would your idea for what on him like or in Bedin Common, but we no hitting. So the reason why it's me Danny said, Profoni and Cassano, I'm a buffoobi etaro. Mishia Mammy Bia, come on, or dress here, or Jawa, and then Atadian years, see, none of them for this to Atadian. Now, then I'm a shit, no matter, so just stretch my seat. Wouldn't be a sheep. Kweku, me yim kweku, and I will buy it, and then call you, me the Jenia. Just one statement and done for the kind. Within all yet, one statement, what I didn't show. And I said, and you, do I see it? So yeah, who stretch mass no? But I'm not for the kind or the buffon or matter, so and all this stretch mass need to be and or today and quiet, stretch my fast by sending you send the second born. So it is a sign of anger. So now because that is what the problem is. So there are some that is associated with anger. Now, when there's anger, it will move from conflict to quarrel. That's all the problem is. And when it comes to relationship, it's a different ballgame, Vic. And my interpersonal conflict, any Burma conflict in your say I go Vic, only CC, a conflict, and this is a many conflict because many one your opposite sex. So your body will conflict be a resolve. You better resolve on my builder. It's not been to be trip now. They don't use third party.
Make up sex.
They don't do third party. Obi ane trip now wale no. Third party. She's not qualified to be in a secret relationship with you.
Secret relationship.
Yeah, because if you are not married, it's not an open relationship. It's a secret relationship. There no you catch my woman be there. Oh no, I mean I'll end it.
I said sister me.
They are imagining. I'm here for me. But say what fuck with me after one say. And I just joining it down. I'm going to see each other.
Yeah, I know.
I say, oh, sir, oh, kakra, I use to, and I use to make a cry record. And I did a better, she said, only while the cutting year Juma. Uncle Bossy Mania, and young me yet to say Sissy Kunu. You must have a waro. Sissy Aware. And Sissy Kunu, oh, ye home. Now me cutting year Juma. Ultimate catches Sissy said, Alicia, George, I didn't know, doing everything about me. And Hamet, the Sissy Beckham also got it. Papa, it won't worry me. But men are worried. If you go and tell Sissy's husband, it is the most painful thing no man wants. Don't tell my fellow man as my wife that my penis is not working. If I am having a problem, let me rather go and tackle with. And on also me come on me do or your mistake not catch the one trouble. So what's
that's how you want to cry very sensitive.
Also sensitive.
Talk about it, yeah.
And the panel you'll be obeying me medical obeying me.
And next level address in the next level
yeah.
I'm going to shut their friends of background so comment for you. Then I walk away, man. You saw what he did to me? Yeah, that's a typical hurting woman. Even though I done for no way, do the man. Before they do the man, shed your year when I done for the day. It won't because or your by me young bed. They are Berman can't go, but yes, sir. So most of us, we see a man in bar conflict. All conflicts are meant to build us. None of them are meant to destroy us. Obian for winching it. 17 was in the any war. I want branching and now I didn't say go our dear name branching.
It's true.
And your bass a good partner say and yet conflict you. And I'll give you details of how to solve conflict in relationship. when you get to that point.
Yes.
When it comes like Adrian.
Oh yeah, I mean it comes like Adrian. Yeah, Adrian can like say we are talking out of experience. So you can a facts. A facts man or kind of conflict is not a quarrel or misunderstand friends into or relationship more now. And then most of the times it's a basic thing. What I say, things you can resolve, like move it to CSC, move. And what's ending into said we have to go our separate ways. Then that means like something extreme, like baby I do know and aside the then it has to happen. But if it's just normal things, I don't think say it has to get to the level say until everything. Yeah.
Especially when I go any problem now, after dogs. Any guy and answer man, share my guy and answer that.
Now, Emma, will be na macasho and I said, Emma will be na macasho.
Misunderstanding.
I want to frame it out for girls.
That's what certainly a house like I be and the potting here, Juma and I said, Ubufu and I now can we cry and can be managing.
Sometimes girls, only say no marketing. Yes, boys go some more. Maybe I'm a best system. If she boy, oh, one day to cry in age, or some anyhow. This is who will be on a bit now, so I can. But hence means so go me problem. So what happened? It's me said, a man come up, Sana, even our for crying. Me, my vida. Yes, a man to mean control or no temper, and your main man is control my temper. Me to mean control my temper. It is the issue bad. This is I'm a family man, and I'm a friend of your baby. Yes. Now I'm explaining everything to. They happen to be actually any panel. Then the panel idea of me, the man, you ability to control the temper. Or who are some see gigi. Or not to control the temper. Every to control. But no baby,
house like 10 be our only partner being a conflict. And I was already 10 party being one. Are you okay? Normal.
There are two things. Third party are the better and your separation, your divorce, and your breakup. Separation, any divorce, for breakup, for relationship, and sex relationship, sex partner, Ubisa, and crophobia, you want to me separate or divorce. I want to use the third party in resolving conflicts or quarrels. But yeah, talking jolly sana no kwe. So we don't need a third party.
Yeah. It's special view on your third party.
She doesn't need a third party. Because you see, one said the relationship is not recognized or registered. Obi many pressure view now more. Almost you will say they should keep on assuming. Because obi a yenko bisa na ase and obi a me ne wo twempra mehwe na wo maame afre me hello bra onni me de me kuku amaame mamba chukuku aben oh wonderful ba pressure view ma na ma you have a god here I know oh me nya be ma me hu daba me baba na ka sembi na ka me pese unya botre man ma me kakra na bra na ebe
ya no sana ya de body be ne mo
uma me ejimi for
But V like quite say no crow. Debbie, but one said, Yanti am side. Once a relationship and me, I see say relationship here. I say a plan all body rawa remove. It's at that stage. That is where one casano would who say me say seminini passe ya warrior. Me to me like the big problem big here. Handle maybe because conflict in end do stage there should be a third party. You get it? Issues between we no partner. how you should be able to solve it from that moment. Because I know that it's relationship stages, you know, you start bringing in friends, bringing in family, like Bibiana and Kamala. And that means you wouldn't know how to go and mold your marriage. But who told you? Okay.
But they did kind of tell you, yes, and I'm
you get it.
And not just say, you can put or can send me say, or no, or near the threat, or near. So the first thing she needs is not a third party. Work on it.
Work on it, yes.
Because Vicky, or can be you, and that's the biggest mistake I want in our way. Makada, let me repeat it here. There is nothing that you say you experience whilst you are not married that you can experience when you marry. So catch him and say, oh, I only need to now see how to understand now. Oh, worry now, we understand it, and you will credit down.
But because outside marriage, no married my double one.
No, what I'm trying to say is it has built you up.
It's not true. Obi or can't actually be a boy. Anybody that tells you that the way you behave before marriage will be better in marriage is lying to you. Marriage is a ministry that nobody have experienced before until you enter. The sweetness of the pudding is in the eating. So whatever you do before marriage can never be repeated in marriage. Never.
Me no airport say na say e dia we obi a o take pie na me overlook so ye worry obesesa na o worry na we ye no more
ye nwale me pie pa me bo me no na pie na me nko e na wadwen se me wale
e dia me me pie
e di wadwen se me wale aden
e bet double
se meja na e bet
double o be na more
enye more me no awale na a different package dereba tio same system ni tie unwale ya de ye nyina ye wale pen esi ya shefu fras awale ye new beginning o
na so bia ha fa ni subai fi
subai
outside marriage fa
ma me de me ye sesi a ohun me wale wo epie wa wade mu a enye de me ye nim na me ya ba ho do. That's a mistake. Eti obi timi kase ye wale ye no asana be di na atem no na eye wo din ye wale sesi a do timi di matem dem bi.
But obi so ha mo worry ye no timi di watem but o worry ni wi a e ko so oba fam.
Ona me catch you say whatever you see before marriage can never be experienced in marriage. Everything. Even though the same human, because our dear be a obian komuda. And now we nyama ushia ni different. Big
obi ni me die na so worry no timi we suddenly.
So oka so be ni media. E dia ye di before our dear one. Utimi repeat our yemuda.
Answer.
You there, ube chuma ube say 18 months. Ube say baba can say counselor your kind of
18 months.
Ube ye ndi who say ani why not just send everybody. I say tio, big. The woman say, ye di oni awale wa. Why dwan di no ye sonko. Me catch them. Any awale ni edi won so adwene ye sonko. Enti se wo na ye di na wale ya betwe nya ni bi because ye di wie obekọ what chale enya easy e bi enya kwoti ba ku na wudi frank kakra di joke kakra na ya di Kelvin kakra di enti so mo miensa ni nyina no solve problem with from Monday to Friday na se say ya ji wata George nko aso awale enti e na kwoti into a romi say so you are now going to adjust your mentality. Eti hona awade enti wudi media ne nko a hona be started being say odi me nko empo ono de o liberty so odi di ope bia so bibia na no ka say yeah you are sleeping with a lot of people I'm sleeping with just you it's there be you ever say you are going out with somebody's husband and you know say the person is sleeping with the wife and you so you are sleeping with only the married man but the married man is sleeping with two people. So when you want sex or on mawa or no the obenya, I know where I'm coming from. So you definitely complain, and it's a genuine complaint. What I say, but why wouldn't you say or obenya unya so it can lead you to hell? And I make say Adie bia wo tiwe or see me makuma anye me this is me catch obi no. Then what she needs is not a third party. She needs herself. So here third party, not the third party need to complain. Or the third party need come I have one to overcome the quick temperness or hot temper. You see the difference here? Anyway, because what do I send come on? You more practical example. What do come on? Obi wa na twempra na obi ani big me no twempra weni enti me bibia ne wa friend na de na wa pa na Friday wo fie an ni o menko aden oh George only serious
obi abi say there is problem
George only serious on the Friday bia na ho na me wo it's the last week Friday oye bibi me kind o ma me chiki answer enti me blocking the crowd but me am say after all 4 years 5 months na be count enti enya dey na me unblocking ono me unblocking mo no mo instead of apologizing or sending messages time tell me enti na me tia me ni ba bi akọ or friend na me ko but on friend na me share the status see am or titawala top edge. This is practical. And to about
oh no, I'm not saying that. I do that. No.
Your friends do that. It's okay. What? So you see, this is talking jolly. And now oh, sister. Okay, sister. So we're talking jolly. So that level of managing that conflict, you don't need a third party. But our form, we have third party. And the third party, I didn't hear no. Hey, you no negotiate. And you make me walo. Na me ye obibi. And now maintain one city by and tell na ocean na baby come and to kwabeba. And now beba. You don't need to talk to my mother. That's the biggest mistake. You catch a baby. I see our dear na say no. Ni asi ya mama nkrofo mienu bi o megina awade no mu da ma chifo mienu o megina awade nwan elder Kumsing agata hwemanim yo we oba na chifo da ma na chifo wan oh Mr. Lumo and I went atagbe eti e atagbe Mr. na atagbe be kan yo efutu amini mama no se awade dem to kwankwan atome bebo na me wo hwan die bibia be bom na mane o ya me ba ade bi oben obia no be catch met me and na kasa and to come be balance munya abotre and sanfoni aka wouldn't you hear because if you report me to my mother you've not done anything you've worsened your case because my mother will never throw me away your ma o ma report to mu kunu mo ma me no ma me na hwe sister be calling me as a fufu. In the first place, no be friend. Thank you, me feel yes, say what come mammy home, mammy fufu. Now me idiot if you kitchen. Across the corridor. I come in my kitchen. I could so room a wolf for my wine. Woman, a wolf for my wine. One mag a wolf. Say I tell you if you see idea call mammy fee with your perfume. No go janwo woman so etompa na mama din komo na George want to say ma boko we ade o George de ma make fufu ya wo we am so mi wo bia che ye fi ye ndi o aden ma me kwa what can mean to me o ade otu abanchi na George te laptop achinti o se o wa ni sembe say enti o wo fufu o na ma me say oh sir na say e ban say no ja fufu o if you no know na wo fufu ma o wo bi da o oh, there is something in the Bekasa. Oh, man, yashi, the Janisa. Said, yeah, need to free and ye did this. It was so sad, mammy. No, mammy, now so can be. Ebubobo. Yeah. Ebubobo has a conversation. You have a porno or a friend about an George. I don't know people about Hansa. Or so a chamber channel over computer. Yeah, no, you reported to the wrong person. So when it comes to marriage, because there is divorce and there is separation, when there is conflict between the two of you, make sure you report to your parents. And now watch. Obia wo kwakobo obusun of family. Men bo papa mane, bo mama mane.
You now say a wrong move.
No, I can't about
Because mawale na ye nintem wase e wo ye bi nintem a. Ko bo wo busuafo amane.
Yeah.
Men bo mi mama mane. And I will busu fie nso a bo mama mane first. Wo mama ewu o je bi wu a. E je bi ti ase. E ya ene ma ne nkasa. Sawade wo ho pa dia ene wo pa nkasa first. Okay. E sa se enkomani bi wode wa mi di wi a. Ohun se hu hia se bo wo pa ma dia. E so papa ti a e ode ebufuo e be ka de ye nka. What I say? Now papa no ma mi ni ho na obi ne eja o ma na. Hwe ne tibia ne bobre na bo na ma de. Wo hwe no mama ne bo no nko yie di a ko bo e counselor bi. Ah, onya mo counselor. Some mistake men you be that
neutral counselor bi.
Now kwa scenario. Men koye you. Go and pay and come and paint scenario. Nipani identify say you are no solve it. Or better still, because there is no professional counselor that will meet a husband and a wife. I repeat. Yes. There is no professional counselor that will meet a husband and a wife. How much more boyfriend and girlfriend? Me want to be my office boyfriend and girlfriend. But the member, but me tell me you do me tell my again. Because muti on mo wale. It's likely say wa can send you actual baby or on kai. But me here ewo resolution. I say me bisa. Me ho say bisa as we have said before. And this has already moved. Have you said before? And yet for the reason said no, it is to see the way you respond to sex as compared to other places. Have you been pregnant before? And yet to see whether you do abortion or what. But it is to see, say, do you know your reproductive system? You know, so a different. It's the when the two people are sitting in the same place. Then they are all waiting and what can't you feel more? And I'm also the other catch them. We have mistake. Now go catch them wala because whatever you tell me remains with me. When it comes to resolving it, you don't bring a third party when you're not married. It's more train plan, and I want safety. Somebody must know. Vic, who's me cause of a girl with hostel? They are going to come on, me go hostel. Who cause of a girl? They are going to have a bigger crowd. You need bigger crowd. You will be answer. My friends would like to go with us. I know it's not right.
Roommates, though.
Yes, I know it's not right, but you know it's always been a roommate issue. The last time CC's guy came, he went with all of us. Even though we all bought our drinks, we're sitting on a different table. Please, please, they only join the car. Please. I see the same, mommy. You go do what? I'm so much more bring no matter. Adrian there. Who you show many guys say, Nia call order. Order take away. Now can you now bomb left over food? Only one cocker. And I come work out you can have conversation between the two of you. It becomes a corporate conversation. I get your friend and that will one say, oh, so say I wouldn't go bed. Now why they no go do? And dear and share.
I know the man.
There be only for a group equal. Oh, see, oh, so say do until you more come boa. Eti na your moko. Another day. Mother for we pay, mommy no pay. What then also?
Protection.
From what? From what?
Say that no, maybe that's the first time.
In the first place, who need me? Why do you allow me to pick you for? Listen to me. When people are picking you for a date, whether it's first date, second date, third date, never allow anybody to pick you from your home or your residence. Dating, it must meet the person at where we are going. When you finish, pick a car and go to where you come from. Because once you are big, the first day I'm going to pick you for dating, maybe out. Pick you from the work. I know where you work. But let's all assume, say, yeah, data. Yeah, share our Father Dixon restaurant. La Paz, Echiwo. Father Wongo, Echiwo. La Paz, Echiwo. What's one Hoko Baira? What's that? Restaurant. And I'm saying, I want to have a date with you, Sisi. So what's it? Ask. Where? When? No, that's a Father Dixon restaurant. La Paz. The first thing you need to do is to see how the restaurant is. Know their prices. A drink, a thing. Ensure you're saying. Adriani is saying. Do you know why you're looking for these prices? Budget yourself just in case.
Yeah.
Num dia ko num no kona ko num no but oh no she won't so hot
because order what you can afford even if someone else is paying.
Thank you, but they don't do that.
Yeah,
they drink what they don't know how to drink. And you don't know where they are taking you. No transportation. Saying so employment montiasie dating montiasie moya ne tisa wade
after the asie
ba tisa afa say wabaha we so abaha pressure be abaha we abaha. I get pissed off when I see say the boy be a odin train what downstairs here kon show ni kofi.
Yes, because highly
no, I don't understand why.
It's a dear son for safety.
Okay, why do you have safety?
Maybe your boy and
it's not all about safety.
But the first question is that Adia Sano Tio or do we cheat yet then?
So protective.
There be that's what we say after this show.
It's safe.
Sensible person you better say or no. It is not about protection.
Okay,
it's about only one and leave it to say Kuni Ayire.
Oh no, that one is so like.
No, most of you see it as protection, but most is possession. And your two no bit me would me go show. Now you know your picture. And my guy is angry downstairs there if you don't go right.
No, that one, then you are letting the guy take control over you.
But he's already having the control.
No. So this is a different
this midnight. You ever show
no,
right? One give and take. You may do down one about 115, 130. That or bank wise, and let all driving so people wait me or for public transport.
So talking about the time and everything, but when it comes to maybe you being here and like there's a pressure from somewhere, your boy, what was anything America said? Come relationship and marriage need a different thing. So when you are dating, these are some of the conflicts. Maybe you've escorted me to my workplace because of maybe time, because of for whatever reason is positive. That is why you are with me. But to a certain stage, then it's like, what's that say? Me fun because maybe if I had come alone, I would have had some fun before going home. So since we are dating, you wait for us for me to feel that free. Said now let's go. But when we are married, I know that's our limits in the bed. You understand? So I then.
Now best
oh no, so it's your okay. What if the car break it down?
Okay, break it down. For Uber.
Uber, and I do too. Okay, Uber, what's here?
Uber for my phone.
Into Uber, and then Seattle. And then Seattle.
Then
so you see, so these are some of the conflict. But you
as a wife, I stranded with you now for Pana. That's a girl I stranded with you now.
The wife stranded said they were better.
Oh, you're not getting a ride.
On your right, that media.
No,
even who are you TV? Why is stranded? Mean driving car if you're
trafficking, you understand?
So this is where the conflict comes from.
Where you do? Jimmy, where's your friend? What's it tell me? Where you do? Because this is not the way the conflict is. And I the other time they say, "Yeah, wale you know." A bad is said, OPD, OPD, my fear you be. My fun. Namia Abdum, ya trim plan sa my wale. And at the same incident just happened. Now I expect it's a member.
Now it's a member.
Mamba. And I don't know why you quiet. I call you because I know you can do it.
No, but
some years
how
back,
many times?
Some years back,
would you call your husband?
When I'm somewhere,
be there
people,
what's in your
people may say, "Oh, cow UTV, na kambaya, na kaba, na ko."
It's me na hana there.
Nada.
Look, the only
go to the nearby hotel. Na ko pe down there.
I married man. At the end of the day, said no point Juma. But one said, maybe kind of sense, if you are dating, that is what I always say. If you are dating, I didn't say. J dating no, a bedroom rebube jano. Don't start it.
That's what I'm telling you. Say you cannot have anything that you are doing before marriage repeated in marriage.
You can also have a boyfriend once you are dating. Oh, Hannah also about have a round too. But a worry who said no. This is my wife. I like the time on the phone. So once we are different people.
No, so that is together. What I make us say, holiday to one about me. What baby? Oka say, Yamin Chad, Uba ye Juma, taxi ye Juma. And I said, me fall, and now baby. And you think about me? Then you think about me? You think about the cost? No, you think about the cost. Do you think about my risk?
My life is more important.
So my life is not me. My life is not important.
No, so
my life doesn't matter.
Your wife also being stuck at a place. You can't be there. So when I worry now, I'm worrying. And
I don't want to say security.
I mean, that's what it is. It's happening to when you are stuck or what? Not even stuck. Whatever be out, you find yourself in. I can also take my eyes.
If I am stuck anywhere, the first thing is to inform you that I am stuck. But it is not a request for you to come for me. That is what marriage means. That is what marriage means.
That's all bad. Does it mean for security?
No, sir. Or no, you're not going to say all bad. It is more like love is sacrifice and not comfort. But it is not when you are making a request against common sense. Or you before you be. What for you TV? Why you challenge? No, I can't say me challenge. No, say wait, honey. I'd rather come and pick you. Where Jimmy and your dog.
Oh, really? No, this one. No. Because relationship and marriage, we are there for each other. We are there to sacrifice ourselves.
Break it down. Now, to obey me, can't break it down. It's me.
Depending on where you are, never say we feel. Me can't break it down. It costs crowd.
No, my friend, me. I said, my bad.
Man, frost say from you. Me friend will catch that will say, if you are expecting to say 7 o'clock, my friend can say, Charlie, I have a breakdown in car, so I'll be late home. Asa, in case of a car, be family.
Okay, fine. So your wife should tell you, say, I'm stuck somewhere and maybe I will be late coming home. Or what is it? Okay, I had a flat tire. So I had a flat tire and everything.
So the first thing is that once you talk about a wife, she's reporting to the head that my car has broken down. It is now left to the head to help you make a decision.
Okay.
You see the difference? Until friend said the car not tie not pie. N1 so which side? In the middle. Okay. Check say maybe I'll jinam. Uber pick you see here now. And I'm assuming try from where I am my education about. Because I can't risk you standing there waiting for one. I can't risk you.
Okay, so what worrying the we are what worrying the we are heading and they're waiting me.
On report to mommy, let me make a decision. No
worrying the report.
Tell me who worrying, let me talk, babe. You know what just happened right now? I had an accident. Wow, how are you doing? I'm fine. What about the car? It is the shell that is broken and the front tire. So where are you yourself? Well, I'm standing here and the mechanics are trying to do something. Are you sure they can work on us? Won't you find a car and go home? Oh, babe.
Would you find a car and go home? Come say no,
so you are going to call me. I should come and pick you. Obama. You will see. Hey.
Counselor.
So you see this conflict actually relates. Because there was a time I'm a type pie.
Yeah.
And maybe a pie, some people just won't say maybe a 3.
Yeah.
It's a pie or middle. That means we have who should get that be friend a guy at the time. I said, me Jack and I mean, but I mean, the funny car when you feel.
Anybody, I ain't so polite.
Me Jack the car is what I mean, Uber. I mean, body fear me fan. Well, I can't about the family. Me phone, but I mean, body fear.
Quite polite.
Every I'm a fan of car.
No, but one is sometimes.
People the message immediately no message of a family. Look for a nearby Uber and get home, and then we'll talk about it.
Whilst I know, sir, from where you are to my place, you know. Like easy.
No, the fact that I am 10 minutes away from the where the accident happened doesn't mean I come from.
But what says these are some of the things that
you see what the conflict is. You see what the conflict is.
That's why I said these are some of the conflicts also you can solve. Because at the end of the day, baby, I will say maybe Nipan 1 yard. That is when you sit down and talk about it and be like,
so you're going to have a discussion with me for not coming to pick you.
Yes, I have to.
How will you start?
Oh, how would I start? It's not being aggressive.
So how will you start? Well, as for this one, she's angry already. So how will you start? I saw
I'm not going to be angry. Me.
So how would you start? Address me. I didn't come for you.
Okay.
Then the next morning I ask you, hi, babe.
No.
You do what? When I call you, pick.
No,
you block me.
Oh, easy. All it's not me. You are not
there for me.
Yes, you are not there for me. It's only to me here one way to me and bam.
Jedika, unya problem no friend.
Yes, you were called.
Who friend?
Yes.
Did I pick?
Yes.
My guy.
I don't know we are within.
Oh my God.
I just frame like flight mode.
So what picking here is different.
And the one or something.
So let's about one. I need you.
Didn't you get anybody to
we are not talking only about like men. Yeah, no, like sometimes
you don't have any. You don't have like what do you call it? Who Jamie?
We are not listening to men.
Because I need to make an issue. That moment, my friend.
Can I solve it?
Yes, you can. That's why
I should drive.
Yes.
From where I am.
Yes.
To come and meet you.
Oh yeah.
So you block me.
I was
it's not only about driving. It's so many things. It's not only about driving.
From the other side. So, yeah, but the same year, a won't found, yeah, or what I would say. We're dating, we're in a relationship. Now, who found one out to me, said, one hour with Yanni, they only do about 10 years. I am out with drop hospital, I am out with Drew, but did the answer what we drew? Now, I am quite if you fear brewer. And
maybe me car power pound.
There be no
cry and palm bread.
Aye, and also me a Jimmy Fwana.
There be me,
Aye,
and I'm a hospital, I see me here like soup. And I wire like soup now bread.
Yeah, worry you.
Now, yeah, last week, a chair, me so I live for.
Aye.
Say, all the chairman, quino, send me, Ale. You don't cook for me, but I'm hospitalized. And you thought it what I said. Who by life super my coach or non friendly agidi? Any by the say gesture now here. You can do it for you can do it for anybody. And nobody asks you to do the life soup.
No. Sometimes it's not anybody that you can do such things.
No, it is your choice.
No, comes ahead.
The pain is when I request for life soup for you.
No. Counselor is making a point.
Big. When I request for a life soup for you, that is where the pain is.
Now I know.
See, I know. One year on you, but the fact that me requesting for life soup said, Doctor, I'm seeing be like it's where they are big. Mr. Wa, your life soup bread.
Wait, I mean, no. So the one said, "Oh no, better try say." I'm coming. A moment. One said, "Oh no, better try man. Oh no, better try say." Like oh yeah, didn't know. Oh, beside one yam and enuna. It is the same way as Miss Bibi. I
won't do it. Somebody be here, but we have quite a yo, you can somebody one for mama.
Cast up a light.
Debut. Who are you?
Open.
You.
Max, please.
I understand. Heat new woman to know. I love it.
Cast up the light super.
Open your voice.
Debut, Timmy, if I'm able to make a request, but can't let them make me for us. Now start breaking our circle.
What? So what to bring the other people? What to bring the other? What to bring to me?
And you got sister. Monsu de biano. Mutumi pama yetua Uber. Money twan neba. Anya hwe na modeba. Mon fashion ba. Uber na mutim na mo ba nyina no. Twa na de ba ni yetua Uber.
I don't know request money twan bro.
Dem requesting. Nam see. You are requesting check. You requesting yetua Uber.
One thing
you can go.
Memo drive it to me to car. Who got something and you to car ba. And I should have obey my back to kill that around 2 to 3 back to kill. How much you do it was about to post me.
There
you for fear for dear. Or did you and for Bobby Simon here?
When you can have some best wo if
no picture and you want to know for 2 can feel fear mamma the fashion
of Kennedy. Where dear you?
Okay, thank you. You have how many minutes? 5. 5 minutes. So we are my submission.
We have 12 minutes.
Hey.
Conflict.
But of we fear high and the conflict resolution and conflict says you will fear and then red light show United Television. I hear now being to say we are learning a lot now. Counselor, before the break, the counselor said, Obama, oh girl, and your ear, oh girl, car, best say, yes, baby, I'll be 2 car, Copano. We are Jimmy 4. But Obadiah, oh, they too not. You see, the answer for malaria, draw now we are crime bread or not. Or Cassa, you're crime bread and no wine, young bread, the obey who you are.
Men cancer.
Yes, Sisi na car.
Messi, say, Beverly Yaku drove. Actually, when you catch yourself, doctor say, me no crime. And the Vic, quiet crime bread. Now, quiet bread. Uniminanza. Because it is a regular thing you do. Vic, a regular thing you do. Me, doctor say, Mindy like soup. Now you have few hospital about. Now immediately look at them and say, oh, heavy do for you, like soup na light pa 80 minko top light soup embryo. I'll not be offended. I will be offended when you want to go and cook light soup for me.
I didn't hear.
What is that addition that you want to use to put on my neck? Mimi chilo me dey catch me that you. Hey, madam, maybe my sister will do light soup for you. Vic, one of the things you don't know that my sister will do light soup for you, no you.
So that means, so your relationship, what is it about? Your relationship, what is it about?
You see your problem
around the person.
Anything that you see your girl doing for you, it is an investment for what you will do, whether you like or not. So don't start what you can't continue.
No.
One says, yeah. When you comparison,
no.
Don't start what you can't continue. Don't create conflict. A simple understanding. Your car has broken down and you should find a way. It is nice to call me and say, hi babe, I'm the first that came on your mind. I appreciate it. My car just broke down. I won't sleep. I will stay awake until you find yourself back home safe. I will monitor you, check how far are you. Have you got a car? Is everything okay? Is your car?
This is the kind of husband you are going to marry.
No, it's not true.
Yes.
Because even my wife, when my wife's car breaks down, I would think for her on the next thing to do. Why do you put so much silly demands on people in the name of love?
You know, we are not
possession is not the same like obsession. Be careful. Okay, break it down. Vicky can break it down. The fact that your car is broken down, everything should break down in my life.
Okay, with this, we are not only saying it in the sense that in relationship alone, in friendship wise, even once a year, I didn't look at to say, even between me how I relate with you.
There was a time when not me power and for not be like us.
Yeah.
Sisi to card, the Jimmy card.
Echo chi. So what's in your
so Vicky, enya power onya. And a CC Bentel, I want enough time. I want down. Ebe give electricity card. Echo pay way mal. Anyway, we one good turn deserves another. Until you are indebted to her one day this year. Me give card. Enko Chinko pay ECG power M.
We have a partner.
No, we are not even saying it in a partner way. Like we should generalize it.
Wow. Also call him from. Who can tell me when you be? Maybe chain. My friend. My friend, the director of ECG, do so. My friend said, Charlie. Say, so I give you an opportunity to move from your house now to go and meet a certain man who is in charge. He am not power.
No, viewers, with counselor, he has had a chance and say he can call somebody from
make it happen.
The ECG. But maybe you so what would you do? And even at that time, Nipa no Nima around. Even we called several people. Nimo Bikrat came. They got lost. So I realized no. Now I have to move myself because now me meaning baby I mean say there. It's when I mean kind in relationship wise conflict and it happens in friendship, siblings, parents, and our relationship. And we are generalizing it to say your conflict be or why I was say yeah able say a bit to my heading. I resolve it. Yeah, when you get can in submissive way and yen tokwa. I say me see and like maybe you're not bad can show back someone or you're bad. Sometimes you need to flex the crap. What I was say, what's wrong with the crap?
So I can't say, Mamba.
Or bad, I was say out.
So how did you happen yesterday? How did you get? I was calling your phone also. How did you get home?
You were calling me.
Your phone.
No, when I call you and your phone is off, that's a different thing.
No, maybe somewhere. Now, a year na uncle, na sister, a doom phone. We never hear block him. And I'm sharing and I'm saying yesterday. I was just trying to check how you
wow. Especially this guy, they are so bad. And I would say, oh my design, I'm on through the book. I say, I did your baby hour, Nintro at Washo. It's one on and it's here.
A man design, and Bemana design, and Yenina as a rap music.
But viewers, what I'm going to say in the same conflict happen. It builds your relationship. It makes you know whom you are dealing with. Like, Sanya, you move relate to anger level, pressure view kind, or no, you'll be an akuma ever. During that stage, Ninano said, only Bema be chimpra, Bema needing so maybe me get away or no BBC and akuma was show. It's during our conflict, and I know say we're sending akuma was I mean, found and say you get to learn and learn each other. Like, Niaobe to me, Ayama say a before you or why, where akuma bed. Back from there idea. It's conflict that it happens in relationship, but it shouldn't lead to separation because separation it should be something like wise, sensible to say no, this and I have to work out of it, but not this minor things. Me too, my count to come back family one before I know your engineer to say it, but say overdo we are like what we say when you need him or her and like the person is not there for you, or character, the character a good anymore. Maybe they say they're
domestic violence.
So what I say, as I say, they're entertainment. What I say, no, me really start a bit in it's no one that you when you maybe one man on normal, but if the person is overdoing and not made book say you work out overworking out. It's him, my mama shout out preco because. And now she for no say like this guy because a man pet I think I create me jaw near block your pressure you won't die blocking no my worry about so say okay 18 last from cycle or show me live who phone papa so I say for cycle who do say I say oh she last rasta who go me this
I can say my invoice for you.
It's last June too. And I'm a down for back. Little Baron. Hey, Charlie. My best friend with me. JJ. Could you see papa? When him say what dear? Oh, Shemmy. Joe shout out. The church is yeah, what you or Shemmy. Sissy Beto.
In the first place, understand where you are, understand yourself, discover yourself, work on all your weaknesses as an individual. Oshana who say you are quick tempered, you can't entertain or tolerate somebody else. Go for counseling. Go and work on yourself so that you can rediscover yourself. Number 2, don't be dependent on people in the name of love. Learn to work with people in the name of love.
Learn independent.
Not being independent, but learn to work with
Okay.
Eti oka say na ofrena is working with. Listen to the onuso can. Na oba okwan so fit oyibi. Wo ama for yibi ka eba be fan the girl. Ewo N1. Na bam. Onuso nya accident we bra okoka ne sen. Empra twe abayisam wo. Enti the American say follow the pattern. I say, babe, can you get an Uber right now? A safe one. And I'll be on the line with you. Let's continue talking on the line. And we do it most of the time. You pick Uber because you are stranded. The big line is up on Komosa. Now, guy never say, they all can. Like, the Uber driver will hear that your conversation shows that somebody is protecting you before you get to the house. That is safety. Than me coming from where you need to pick you. Yen share how to resolve conflict. When you be trained for conflict solution, different from what we be. Mr. Mwalia, Bobush and Family, men called Bearman Hop, and called what omnibus and Family, say Biba. One Wale and Swa, Suyasan, I didn't even bedding common, the kind, would you who bedding common? A dear be at any of Brabo. Yahweh Juma, Hone Hami, Yahweh Juma. Finally, don't assume that whatever you see in relationship should repeat itself in marriage.
Okay.
Marriage is a different ball game altogether. Awade fo amoni mukunu enkasa. Mom freni embo amna monkasa. Mbeja awade nso mom freni embo amja awade. 0277. Awade ye ka awade 609 644. Misabo subio 0277 609 644. Tonga tali bo hu modern. Nenya abotre ma wiase na wiase no. On soon say wiase no. O wiase no why?
No pressure. That's only I'm
Oh, we come in
Blocking.
So I can't be what kind of step. It's me once say, like, you don't mind me to me once say, ever our women and relationship. Sometimes you only say, move get it together.
It's a video for boy and 7 so dear.
Oh, maybe the victim is on the don't worry, me. Don't worry, me. Quite a million.
No, we are not saying it's like men count. But
Committing
Your house like
oh, yeah.
And I said, we two got to be so
oh, you guys like you better here and your menu. It's the mimi pequeno. Ah, you bet you got you bet not a small boy. I fight with him.
share.
What is the man?
Oh, you're fighting. Oh, let's remember your move. They said the move.
Oh, they are what with them? Oh, they
Say the move now. Go after the castle. No.
Hey, Russia, drone on its own. Setiano.
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh, share. A man of the
Yeah, point. Oh, no, my baby, oh boy.
Oh,
I share with
Two have been viewed.
Yo, me da was
Come on, so be
so
Pressure.
signing out. And I saw
Never
you.
seen Brown Bowman.
I share red light. Sounds like a moya. Mobile wire cat here.
Now, from Mamma Cat, he said, many back from my abode, my
Me da was out in the red light show. So almost from the beginning. Yeah, YouTube Ghana red light or YouTube. Wait to me, a caution. I will follow. The episodes are trailing in this year at the trail. With me, I'm trading in our wife. I'm a Kizuga. I'm a executive producer, Dr. Father Dixon. May I ask you, Mr. Lawyer Kennedy, or say Asante, I say, Director Mr. Roger Porte, I say, Snow, so yada, say, and I'm a producer, Supine Gladys, and so yada was the papa, the production team in sound, light, camera, set designer, switch, Obia from top to the last. That I'm want to be brave. Bella Wicks is so as to tell my week this day. A wigger, a quality and a border is under family. Bella _ with Instagram and social media pages in friend is a crowd. Madam Minasi. Savia, and Debbie. What's a more shame? That's a pass, some of your parties to be dancing for the makeup. That's a nestle. Ebesa ababe So I'm going to na make sure money ma come outside in na efama.
Pressure view.
Pressure view. Unu mami be ba so.
Oh, yarabono. Akobo be man.
Hey. Now mami do a check or say one plan na den. Your mother will follow you to your boyfriend's house.
Now I'm glad they won't me a workout. Oh, for goodness sake. Share my bam on the way. Make your mother shiny out the squad. I'm not going to say that I know my and then you
and you're shocking now, shocking me, but on what for me. Say, Uma, me do it. Do it. Uma, me do it. I can fight it. Oh boy. We are Uma, me baba. Yeah, Uma, Uma, baby. We are best.
Your friend, I'm baba. You can't talk baba.
We are
saying, next to bed.
I get one year. Maybe you know what? I'm about to come on.
My sister married me proud.
And yeah.
Debut. Think I say light off. Everybody wanted them.
The air
Light off. They find them much.
Mosquito coil.
Mosquito cream and that mosquito coil.
Mosquito coil.
Hello, can you come back?
You were here for them before. You have to see that. My girl, see there.
Hey, pressure view, sir.
Oh, fresh part.
Yeah, pressure view in Pagwana. Wait a minute.